Thank you, Studio B. On this edition, the stock in focus is Muhibbah Engineering as it continues to back rapid-related projects. Muhibbah is a niche global oil and gas and infrastructure specialist that is involved in construction, crane manufacturing, shipyard and concession businesses. Now moving on to the stock profile for Muhibbah Engineering. For Muhibbah Engineering, Muhibbah is poised for growth after registering 2 signs of strength. However, there seems to be signs of weakness currently. This can be seen at the right bar of the chart. This will denote some weakness temporarily, but investors can note that trend for Muhibbah Engineering looks good. Muhibbah Engineering announced that it was awarded yet another EPCC contract for the Rapid project. The total contract value is 300 million ringgit with immediate commencement. The project is expected to be completed by November 2016. It is proving to be a good year for Muhibbah as the company has managed to secure 1.1 billion ringgit worth of new contracts year to date. The company secured 860 million ringgit from Rapid-related projects alone. RHB Research believes that there will be more coming from Rapid. Moving on to the SWOT analysis for Muhibbah Engineering. Strength for Muhibbah comes from the stable cash flow that it generates from its Cambodian airports concession. It is also the main beneficiary of Rapid going full steam ahead. But weakness for Muhibbah comes from its shipbuilding segment as job awards slow down due to lower vessel demand. Muhibbah's presence in Cambodia gives it ample opportunity to tap into booming construction sector. But lower passenger numbers would affect earnings from Cambodia airports. RHB Research is maintaining its buy call with target price intact at 3 ringgit 34 cents. It continues to like Muhibbah for being a beneficiary of the Rapid projects and the stable cash flow generated from the Cambodian airports concession. Kenanga Research maintains its outperform call, but target price is revised higher to 2 ringgit 79 cents. Muhibbah remains the research firm's preferred pick given its strong presence in Rapid. That's all for this edition. I'm Trishna Patel. Do stay tuned for more news and reviews right after this.
Okay, for Muhibbah Engineering Berhad Company, it invests to Muhibbah Engineering Berhad. It's listed in the main board of has established itself as one of the top construction companies. Muhibbah has successfully undertaken projects including marine and port construction, infrastructure work, chimney construction, airport construction and airport operation, dam and power plant, building, steel fabrication, oil and gas construction, and wind turbine. Next is Muhibbah Steel Industries Sdn Berhad (MSI). Muhibbah Steel Industries Sdn Berhad was established in 1978 as the steel fabrication arm of the Muhibbah Group. Its reputation for innovative steelwork and deliverables has enabled MSI to engage and deliver various projects for the robust oil and gas sector. Next, SITI Energy Recovery System Malaysia Sdn Berhad. Incorporated in 1997, SITI Energy Recovery System Malaysia Sdn Berhad is involved in heat and energy recovery system (SITI) in the pioneer and sole proprietor of the innovative concentric integral bypass and silences CBUS with heat recovery in WHRU. SITI has completed projects in Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Russia, Norway, Caspian Sea, United Kingdom, Brazil, United States of America, and continue to serve the global oil and gas industry. And last but not least, Muhibbah Airlines Support Industri Sdn Bhd masih. Muhibbah Airlines Support Industri Sdn Bhd was formed following the acquisition of Airlines Support Industry of Australia Pty Ltd by Muhibbah Engineering Berhad. The company is involved in the aviation service sector, primarily manufacturing of maintenance docking system for aircraft.
Sunway, being one of the leading property and construction conglomerates, aspires to deliver quality products of utmost customer satisfaction through collaborative and synergized means of innovation and operation excellence. Its unique position as a property and construction player provides an ideal setup for the implementation of virtual design and construction. This is in line with its total quality management philosophy. Do it right the first time and every time. Sunway VDC is a versatile system. It synergizes building information modeling and integrated project delivery that allows the enhancement of the value chain throughout the project lifecycle. Sunway started its VDC journey back in 2010 and to date has completed 3 renowned projects: PZ10, Evan Park, and Sunway Pinnacle. And currently, it is being vigorously implemented on a number of Sunway projects valued at over 1 billion ringgit and involving a task force of more than 60 people. Invaluable benefits have been realized, such as increasing work productivity and effective teamwork, reducing wastages and enhancing stakeholders' value. Being one of the pioneers in adopting BIM this region, Sunway's VDC capabilities encompass multidisciplinary 3D capabilities, including comprehensive and standardized back-end 3D library components to enable better visualization, coordination, clash detection, shop and as-built drawings production. Our standardized MEP library components, derived from manufacturers' specifications, enable effective and precise pre-construction planning, on-site installation and coordination. In addition, fully coordinated 3D MEP models, when loaded into portable devices, enables accurate on-site work erection. We have commenced fully automated prefabricating duct components seamlessly from the design office and to the fabrication factory. This process has proved to increase work efficiency and installation accuracy while reducing labor and material wastages. Capitalizing on 3D, Sunway has expanded its VDC into the full integration of the 4D and 5D. Our capability to generate virtual construction sequencing and logistics simulation quickly has provided us the cutting edge in aiding, especially our potential clients, to visualize and comprehend construction methodology during tendering phases. 4D further integrates all stakeholders simultaneously in sharing a common understanding of project status, milestones, responsibilities, and sequencing. Sunway has invested substantially into technology to enhance the 5D capabilities, which enable us to effectively control and manage our cost and delivery by reducing our tendering processes and duration by as much as 50%. Through comprehensive multidisciplinary standardization, we are able to automate and generate quickly material quantity takeoff. These have enhanced our ability to analyze, manage costs of design alternatives, and track change orders effectively. One of the many benefits of Sunway VDC is the integration of the 3D, 4D and 5D. BIM project managers are now more effective in monitoring and delivering projects by means of integrative resource management, cash flow projection, real-time project data and report controlling. Sunway collaborates closely with consultants and subcontractors in enriching VDC capabilities through adopting standardized Sunway BIM guidelines and provision of on-the-job training, ensuring a complete VDC implementation throughout the supply chain. We are establishing a real-time collaboration platform to provide vital means of effective and transparent communication among the stakeholders in order to make efficient and informed decisions. Sunway is continuously striving and promoting to strengthen the collaborative partnering relationship through the integrated approach known as integrated project delivery. To keep abreast and up-to-date in VDC, the Sunway VDC team participates actively in attending VDC conferences and seminars held both locally and internationally. Moving forward, VDC will be widely implemented internally in the 1,800-acre thriving township of Sunway Iskandar, Johor, along with many other external government and private BIM projects. Sunway VDC recognizes the importance and emphasizes on human capital training and talent development by providing opportunities for many young professionals to gain VDC experience whilst implementing Sunway projects. Through some of the realized benefits to date, we are striving for the vast potential through VDC implementation in various areas, including the designing and BIM, green building and facilities management.
Okay, today we would like to calculate the ratio of Muhibbah engineering. So first, I already copy the balance sheet into this Excel and the Muhibbah balance sheet and also the Muhibbah engineering income statement, and I also write down all the ratio that all the formula ratio that we find today. Okay, first for we will find the current ratio for the 2013, which is we go to the equal, we go to balance sheet and we choose the current asset, okay, divided by the current liabilities. Where is 1 second. We got the answer. So we find the quick ratio equal, put the bracket, go to balance sheet, we choose the current asset minus prepaid expenses minus total inventory. We close the bracket and we divide it by current liability. And we enter. We got the amount. Now we find the debt ratio, which is equal to total debt divided and the total debt we divided by total asset. Alright, we got the percentage, and now we want to find the debt to equity ratio equal to long-term debt okay, divided by total equity, enter. Okay, now we find the total asset turnover. We go to the income statement, sales divided by total fixed asset. This is the net. Alright, for the total asset turnover equal to sales divided by total asset. Okay, we got that. Now we will find the return on equity, which equal to net income divided by average equity enter. Okay, now we proceed to find the net profit margin. Okay, so we move to the income statement. Okay, the income statement, the income divided by sales, the same in income statement. Okay, now we find all the ratio that we want in the 2013 to find the next year, which is go to the straight to the right, same goes to the other side, go to the right, go to the right, then all go to the right, to the right, go to the right, go to the right, and last one go to the right. And now we have all the ratio that we want in 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, and 2017. So that's how we find the ratio, and that's all from me. I will pay. Okay, now we will do the common size. First, open your sheet and you rename the sheet as a income statement of common size. Go to the income statement, copy all the data. After copy, you move to the sheet that income statement for common size. Control V to paste. Okay, now the paste the data. First, you clear all the data from revenue to the net income. We delete the data. We will delete the data. Okay. After we delete the data, now we will find the data. The data first in 2013. We go to the balance sheet. Income statement. Okay. We will net sale to divide by the net sale. The same amount we enter. So we got the number is 1, but we must constant the under that we divide first. We constant the down divided. The net sale that we divide, we will constant. Okay. After we constant, okay. We will find the next sale for the 2014 with the same step, which is net sale divided by the same net sale. Enter. 2015 net sale divided by the same amount, the net sale also. In the 2015 also this amount, the net sale divided the net sales term. In 2016 net sale divided net sales. In 2017 equal net sale divided by the net sales. Enter. Okay, after that we do the same step. If we constant all the amount that the net sale that we divided, constant. Not the first amount, but the second that we want to divide. We constant to all years. Okay, we will slowly constant all the amounts. Okay, after we constant the amount, okay, we highlight all and we go to upstairs. Okay. After that, we see with the step we highlight all the years of the net sale. Okay. We go to down until the net income. Okay. Okay, when you get the amount, change the amount into the percentage. Okay, now you have all the amount that we want. Okay, for the next step, we will do the same step to the balance sheet, for common size balance sheet. So we open new sheet and we name as balance sheet common size. Okay, we okay we will copy the balance sheet, shift control arrow down until the total arrow down, or okay, copy and we paste at the sheet that we opened just now. Okay, with the same step, start the cash and show short-term investment until the total liabilities. No, not total liabilities, but total liabilities and equity. Okay, delete all the amounts. Okay. First, we go to the total asset. Total asset, we will find this just the way like the net sales, which is we divide the total asset to the total asset. Total asset divided by total asset. Okay. After we have the amount, because then okay, we have to set amount now, just now, until the after that we constant all the divided one, the total asset that we want to divide, constant. So this one also constant for all the years. Okay, after we constant all the amount, we highlight the amount and we go to upstairs until the cash that we change into percentage. Okay, with a similar step, we go to down until the total liability and total equity. Now we get all the item that we want for the common size.
Okay, first we will do the trend of the company Muhibbah company analysis. Okay, first we highlight this both of the liquidity ratio, which is current ratio and also acid test ratio. So then we click do the insert. We choose the first column, and this series we change to into the then we click select data, and we edit this horizontal axis label. Okay, this we choose the year from 2030 until 2017. Click OK, and then for the series one, we choose the current ratio. Click OK, and then the series 2, we click the acid test ratio. Click OK. So OK. So this is the result of this is the trend for our liquidity ratio. Okay. Okay, next we do the leverage ratio. First we highlight both of the leverage ratio. which is the debt ratio and debt to equity ratio. So click insert, go to the column, first column, okay. This series we change, filter, select data, and this horizontal axis label we edit as a year from 2030 until 2070. Click OK. For first series, we choose the debt ratio, and the second series we edit as a debt to equity ratio. So click OK. So this is the trend of our leverage ratio. So, okay, next we do the activity ratio. First of all, we highlight both of this activity ratio, then go to the insert. First we choose this first column, and then the series we filter, select data, and then for the horizontal axis label we choose edit. This is the year, so we click the year both above this, and then the series 1 we edit, we choose the speed asset turnover, click OK, and then the series 2 we click to total asset turnover. Okay, so this is the result. This is our trend of the activity ratio. Okay, so last we highlight for the profitability ratio. So we highlight both of return on equity and net profit margin. Okay, then we click the insert, choose the first column, and then the series we'll filter it, select data. For horizontal axis label we edit, and then we click on the year above this. Okay, for the series 1 we click on return on equity. Okay, for the series 2 we click on net profit margin. Okay, click OK, then OK. So this is the our trend of the profitability ratio. Okay, this is the profitability ratio, activity ratio, liquidity ratio, and also leverage ratio. So this is the trend of our Muhibbah company. So, now we are going to do a ratio analysis on a Sunway company. Okay, first this is the balance sheet of the Sunway company. This is the income statement of the Sunway. So next we will add a new sheet and name as a ratio analysis. So in this ratio analysis we have 4 ratio, which is liquidity, leverage ratio, activity ratio, and also profitability ratio. So in liquidity ratio we have current ratio and also acid test ratio. Okay, first we do a current ratio equal, and then current asset we go to the balance sheet. Okay, current asset divide by current liability. Okay, so this is the current liability, enter, and then we got the answer. Okay, so the answer we drag to 2017. Okay, next we do acid test ratio equal. Okay, we click equal, and then we go to balance sheet, and then we click on the current asset minus the prepaid expenses minus total inventory. So before that we should put here a bracket to avoid any mistake. So here we divide by the current liability. So this is the current liability. and then we click enter. So we got the answer 1.4475. So the answer we drag to 2017. Okay, next we do a leverage ratio. Okay, first is the debt ratio. So equal, and then we go to the balance sheet, and then we click on the total debt divide by the total asset. So we click enter, and then we got in percent. So we drag to 2017. Okay, next we do a debt to equity. So equal, we go to the balance sheet, we click on long-term debt divide by the total equity. And then the answer 3%, we drag to 2017. Okay, next we do a activity ratio. So first is the fixed asset turnover, click equal. So sell over fixed asset. Sell, we go to the income statement and we click on the net sell divide by fixed asset. We go to the balance sheet. Okay, this then we click the net on the net plan property here, and then enter. And now we got the answer 10.1672. So the answer we drag to 2017, and then we do a total asset turnover tato, so equal sale, we go to the income statement, sale, and divide by the total asset. Total asset, we go to the balance sheet, and then here total asset, and then click enter. So the answer drag to 2017. Okay, next is the profitability ratio. So first is the return on equity. Return on equity equal net income divided by equity. So net income, we go to the income statement. Okay, this is the net income divided by equity. Equity, we go to the balance sheet. So this is the total equity. So enter, and then we go answer 11%, and then we get to 2017. Okay, next is the net profit margin. So net profit margin is net income divided by sale. So click equal. So net income, we go to the income statement, click on net income divide by sale. Sale also in the income statement, which is net sale. Then enter, and then we got the answer is 4%. So 4% here we drag to 2017. Okay, now we do a common size of Sunway income statement and balance sheet. Okay, first of all, we go to the income statement, we move our copy to the end, and also the balance sheet, we move our copy to the end. Okay, so this is the result, and then we delete the value, all the value in the common set statement and also the balance sheet. Okay, first for the balance sheet, we equal total asset in balance sheet divide by the total asset, and then enter. So the value that we got 1.0, we drag until the 2070, and then we constant all the value that we have by year. Okay, use the symbol of the dollar. Okay, Okay. Okay. Next, we highlight this value, and then we change it to the percentage. And then we drag all the value until the first row. Okay. Next, we do the same thing. We drag the value. We drag this value and to the down until the down of total liability and shareholder equity. Okay. So this is the result for the balance sheet, and then we go to the income statement. We add the net sale equal net sale divide by net sale. Enter, and then we drag the net sale until the 2017, and then we constant on all the value in this net sale. Okay, using the symbol of the dollar. Okay, and then we highlight. Okay, then we highlight the value up. Sorry. Okay, then we first of all we change to the percentage, and then we drag the value. Okay, and then we drag this value until the down of the last net income, until the net income. Okay, now we got the answer of common size in income statement and balance sheet.
Now we continue to make the graph of comparison between the Muhibbah and Sunway. Okay, I already separate the data for liquidity, leverage, activity, and profitability. Okay, now we will move to make the graph for this data. Okay, now we highlight the data and go to insert. Okay, we have the graph now, and we change the title to the liquidity ratio. So, okay, next is leverage ratio. So we highlight the data, we insert. Okay, so we have the chart for leverage. So we change the title, leverage ratio. Okay, after we got the leverage ratio, we can move down and we find the activity ratio. Okay, we go highlight and we insert, go to the bar chart and we make a bar chart and move down here. We change the title. Okay, sorry. Back. Okay. We change the title to the activity ratio. Okay, next we move to Muhibbah. We move to the profitability. We highlight the ratio, go to insert, and let's choose the same bar chart. And we have the chart, and we rename the chart as for PTP ratio. Okay, after we have the chart, the bar chart, so we put here. Okay, so we can see that the liquidity ratio is Sunway is more better than Muhibbah, and the leverage ratio we can see that Muhibbah has more leverage more than Sunway, and the activity ratio show that Sunway have more fixed asset, more higher. Same goes to the asset turnover, and we also can see the profitability ratio of Sunway is more higher than the Muhibbah. Okay, that's all.
Okay, then we continue to the data analysis. This is the result for the calculation of the ratio in the Excel. This is for Muhibbah and this is for Sunway. So now we are going to comment for the current trend 2017. We has compare between Sunway and Muhibbah. There are two types of liquidity, which is current ratio and asset test ratio. For the current ratio, the rule of thumb for current ratio should be greater than or equal to 2. The higher is the better. It shows that both company ratio is lower than 2. However, it shows that Sunway ratio is higher than Muhibbah. It means that Muhibbah has more ability to serve short-term financial obligation. It also means that the company has more money in cash or safe investment that could be put to be better used in the business. For the asset test ratio, the rule of thumb for asset test ratio is more than 1. The higher the better. It shows that Sunway asset test ratio is higher than Muhibbah. So it means that Sunway has ability to serve short-term debt with highly liquid asset. The company also has ability to make payment on the current obligation. The firm has the ability of firm can pay short-term obligation without selling off inventory. If it is higher, the company may keep too much cash on hand and have a poor collection program for account receivable. So now we are going to comment for the leverage or gearing ratio. First, for debt ratio. The rule of thumb for debt of ratio is must be less than 40%. The lower is the better. It shows that Sunway ratio is lower than Muhibbah. It indicates Sunway face low risk of inability to meet financial obligation and have lower the bankruptcy curve compared to Muhibbah. For debt to equity ratio, the rule of thumb for debt to equity should be less than 50%. The lower is the better. Both companies has lower ratio. However, Sunway is the lowest since the ratio is 0. It means that both companies has low risk of inability to meet financial obligation and face lower the bankruptcy cost. For the activity ratio, fixed asset turnover, the rule of thumb is the higher is the better. Since Sunway has higher fixed asset turnover than Muhibbah, it may indicate that Sunway has more ability to utilize asset to generate sale. For the total asset turnover, the rule of thumb is the higher is the better. Sunway has higher total asset turnover than Muhibbah. The ratio also indicates that Sunway has ability to utilize asset to generate sale. For the profitability ratio, for first, return on equity (ROE), rule of thumb for return on equity is greater than 10%. The higher is the better. Both company ratio are above 10%. However, Sunway ratio is greater than Muhibbah. Sunway has more ability to generate income for shareholder. Also has ability to management to maintain or increase profitability in relation to equity provided. Okay, the ROT for net profit margin is the higher is the better. It shows that the net profit margin of Muhibbah is higher compared to Sunway. It may indicate the ability of Muhibbah to generate profit from sale. Net profitability shows the effectiveness of management. So, this is the trend of Muhibbah. Firstly, liquidity. The rule of thumb for current ratio should be greater than or equal to 2. It shows that the trend of Muhibbah is below than 2. It may indicate Muhibbah reduced inability to pay current financial obligation with a measure of safety. The company may not be able to pay its bill on time. For the asset test ratio, the rule of thumb for asset test ratio is more than 1. The trend should increase and decreasing by year. Quick ratio below than 1 indicates a risk of running out of working capital and a risk of not. Muhibbah relies too heavily on inventory to meet its obligation. So for the leverage or gearing ratio, first debt ratio, the rule of thumb for debt ratio should be less than 40%. Muhibbah ratio is above 40%. However, the trend shows that Muhibbah debt ratio decreasing every year. It means that the company try to reduce the risk of inability to meet financial obligation and reduce bankruptcy costs. Okay, for debt to equity, rule of thumb for debt to equity should be less than 50%. The ratio is below than 50%. The ratio trend of Muhibbah decreased and then increased slowly in 2016 and 2017. Muhibbah has low risk of inability to meet financial obligation and face the lower bankruptcy costs since the ratio still below than 50%. Okay, next for activity ratio. First, fixed asset turnover. Muhibbah trend decreased from 2013 until 2015, then increased in 2016 and then decreased again in 2017. It may indicate that the ability to utilize assets to generate sales sometimes decrease and increase. For total asset turnover, the ratio for total asset turnover has decreasing trend from 2013 to 2017. It may indicate that Muhibbah inability to utilize assets to generate sales increase by the year. Okay, next for the profitability ratio. First, return on equity. The rule of thumb for return on equity should be greater than 10%. It shows that return on equity for Muhibbah is all above 10%. However, the trend sometimes decrease and then increase. Muhibbah has ability to generate income for shareholder. The ability of management to maintain or increase profitability in relation to equity provided. Okay, next for net profit margin. The ROT for net profit margin is the higher is the better. The Muhibbah trend for net profit margin is increasing every year. So, it may indicate that Muhibbah increase the ability to generate profit from sale. Net profitability shows the effectiveness of the management.
Okay, now we will I want to comment about common size. This is the result common size we get from Muhibbah balance sheet. As you can see, we can conclude that Muhibbah have more liability rather than the equity. It shows that the average liabilities is 72%, while equity only 28%. In the income statement of Muhibbah, Muhibbah used average 95% revenue from the sales to pay the operating expenses. It shows that Muhibbah need to cut their expenses to generate more income. For the Sunway income statement, it shows that Sunway used 92% revenue from the sales to pay the operating expenses. It shows that Sunway also need to cut their expenses to generate more income. Okay, in the balance sheet Sunway, it shows that Muhibbah has more liabilities rather than equity. It shows that the average liability is 68%, while equity only 32%. Sorry. Okay, so as the conclusion, in overall, we can see that Sunway has better performance compared to Muhibbah. So invest at Sunway because we need to invest at Sunway because the company has ability to generate sales and also be able to increase their profitability. Sunway also face a lower risk and less bankruptcy since the company to pay his obligations on time. Sunway can generate more income for shareholders compared to Muhibbah. So, as a conclusion, we need to choose Sunway as the best place for investment. So, that's all. Thank you.